Welcome to Four Beers In. I'm Dan.
And I'm Joe.
And I'm Rob.
And we're a podcast about mates sharing experiences over a few drinks. Come laugh with us.
Or at us.
As we become
Four Beers In. Four Beers In.
Yeah. How are we doing, Dan?
Yeah. Hey, Dan, I'm good. We're at Moore River Brewing.
Fantastic. I'm still drinking the ales up here. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm on Stockman's Draft.
And I'm on Stockman's Draft / Shandy.
That's
Lemonade,
it.
I should say.
That's it. So that's Joe there, as you can hear, and I got Rob on the right, and we got a lovely guest by the name of Naomi.
Hey, how you going?
Welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you.
I'm drinking
great.
hazy, by the way.
Hazy. How's the hazy? I'm going to get
Bloody
hazy
lovely.
next.
I
Yeah.
didn't like beer, I've got to be honest, until last year, and I had their hazy.
When you've got a brewery that opens
Wow.
up next to you.
You know what? I don't drink beer. So I'm going to have that next. I'm
Yeah,
having the
yeah.
hazy.
Hazies
Yeah.
aren't popular. A lot of people like hazy.
So hang on. He doesn't like beer and he's on the Four Beers In podcast.
I let out a secret there, didn't I? Yeah.
We just edit that out, I think. I don't think.
I
Our
love
sponsors.
beer. I
yeah,
love beer.
Our sponsors
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not.
Yeah, no,
Go
no.
for
I was a champagne drinker, a
Oh,
wine
yeah.
drinker, and last year I tried the hazy. I think we did a taster. They do a tasting set here. Drank the hazy, and I'm like, oh, I like that, and because it's not so bitter.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I drink beer at home, even I'm
Wow.
buying hazy at home.
Wow.
So yeah,
I could be a changed
Excellent.
person after
I
this.
think you should try it.
Yeah. So, Naomi,
That's great.
So, you're obviously a local up here. You come here all the time. Can you tell us a little bit what you do up around this area up here?
Yeah. So we moved up into the area 3 to 4 years ago. We were lucky enough to purchase the couple of properties up from the Moore River Brewery. So we're right on the river there as well. It was all actually owned by the King family. We've got our house sort of right down there on the river, but
great.
and I think that might have been Neil's aunt. I think she passed away over there too, but it used to be a holiday home. So we purchased it off the home group boys. So we're only the second people in outside of the family that own property along here. Otherwise, the family sort of owns still all the way along.
Yeah.
And then we bought over the road recently as well. That used to belong to the Kings as well. So they've been quite a strong family in
I was
the
going to
area.
say, so you're, you don't have to say your family name, but it's slowly creeping in.
Yeah, the Murrays. I'm a Murray, but yeah, I'm slowly trying to take over. Yeah. So we bought the beautiful place over there, and we called Tyrooki Castlemore. So we've built what we'd like to consider a world-class equestrian facility. So we're show jumpers. So we'll be holding a winter festival over there in May, June, where we hold competitions right up to 145 official competitions. What you see on TV when you're watching Longines, that sort of stuff.
Fantastic.
That's great, eh?
Yeah, and then we've got 2 Airbnb units that we bought 2 Fox. We've actually got 3 Fox modular buildings on the place. They're absolutely stunning, and we use 2 for Airbnb.
Fantastic.
What's that
True.
like running an Airbnb?
Well, for me, I like it. I sort of keep a fairly hands-off approach. We've set
Yep.
it up pretty well, so it's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, enclosed veranda, enclosed fence. You can bring your dog, which
Yep.
I'm finding with a lot of the guests that's a big sell.
Yep.
Everyone likes
because
that, don't they? Bringing dogs camping. You ever done that? Take your
It's-
dog?
Yeah, I think people find it hard to put them into boarding and
Yeah.
organise that
Yeah.
just for 1 or 2 nights. And
Totally.
because we're so close to Perth, we're technically only an hour and 8 from Perth here.
Yeah.
So, and you're really rural, straight away,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
rural. So we've got direct access to the river. So they go down onto the river and kayaks and
Yeah,
a river space. So
fantastic.
it's lovely
That's
down
great.
there.
I heard
Yeah.
kayaking's the way to go. It's more adventurous.
Well, you've been doing your stand-up paddleboarding, haven't you? Lately?
Yeah, twice.
I've seen a
Twice.
few
So-
people like that. A windy day's quite good watching them come down the river.
Oh,
and-
the paddleboarders?
Yeah. I sit there with my beer and I think, oh, you got a long way to go, especially when Southwesterly comes in or something like that.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
on a paddleboard, and there's a guy went past me on the paddleboard. He's
Yeah.
probably about 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
And looks fitter than me,
Yeah.
and then gives you advice. You're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, it's my second time. Just like, give us a break, and then I'm still going, what did he say afterwards?
And then you fell off.
Yeah, no, I fell off,
Yeah.
yeah. So I bet you see all sorts on the river.
We do. We have a great range of people come through. We've got the rope swing just down past us, so the locals like to come up and swing off
We've
that.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then during the summer times, they go and set the slides up on the big sand dunes down near
love
Gilderton
that.
there.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so lovely place down through there. It's just beautiful. I think the Moore River's nearly one of the most pristine rivers in, it's extremely, it's ecologically really good.
Yeah.
So she blows out all the time at the end near the ocean there.
Yep.
So when it gets full, it's a bit opposite. In fills up in sort of summer and backs up, and then winter she lets go. So it's lower in winter and higher in summer, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's a bit opposite. So it works really nice.
Oh, it's very good. I've been
great.
down to that Gilderton bit there with the sand dunes.
Yes.
Kids run up, and then sometimes people get the was it the jet ski, and they put the water on the top. They do that water slide coming down. Have you seen
They
it?
do. Yeah, they get on that from the top and come down. They get to the
Yeah.
water too, skid along
That's
the water.
unreal, eh?
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, so no, it's a lovely river. So we've got everything. We've had turtles. We've had turtles come up, lay eggs, and every bird you can think of. We've got sea eagles that nest, two nests around here as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Can always tell when they're around. All the cockies take off, and you look up, and sure enough, there's an eagle.
But some birds are protected, you know.
Yeah.
Do you see that movie Kangaroo Island?
No.
Wow, there's a watch for you.
I thought you were going to go somewhere. Sorry.
I was waiting for the punchline.
I don't know if it's real life, but they saved the island. These bloody sound effects. They save the island because of protected bird. It's something to do with an eagle. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah.
It's a bit of a tearjerker though.
Yeah.
And not for me, but for others.
Yeah.
All right.
You said you
Yeah.
don't care about birds.
No, it's not about the birds.
You said, don't know
Just an
where we're
Aussie
going.
drama. And guess who's in it?
Who's in it?
That guy that's
Chris
in everything.
Hemsworth.
That Better Home. Not I was going to say Better Homes and Gardens. Packed to the rafters. You know the main guy who sounds funny because he's got an Irish Aussie accent. He's in everything. But he's a good bloke.
Let's get back to
Yeah.
Tyrooki Castlemore.
So talking about the equestrian and horses and stuff, we were talking about before, can you drink and ride? And the answer is... Join the 4 Beers In lads at the bar, exclusive to Patreon. Get episodes early and exclusive content only on Patreon. Discount on merch and upcoming live shows. Check us out. Patreon.com/4beersin.
Look, I believe, from my understanding of the law, it is no.
Yeah.
You are not supposed to drink and ride. You need to have responsible riding.
Always drink responsibly.
Because when you think about it, is that if a horse is riding you, it's like automatic cars.
Well, technically, a horse is still considered under the law a vehicle.
Yeah.
So, we actually have laws as well about how fast you can drive past a horse and a rider. So, if people don't know that, it's 40 kilometres an hour. And you're supposed to give a wide berth and be careful, otherwise they can end up in the front of your windscreen, which is
startle
not
the
much
horse.
fun.
Whoa.
So,
Because they're big horses.
yes, they're 500 or 600 kilos. Some of them.
If you're not around them all the time, they
Yeah.
are massive.
Have you guys ridden a horse?
Yeah, a few times gone horse riding.
Yeah.
I haven't up here. I'd love to come up for the festival. I think that'd be a great
Is that
idea.
it? Yeah.
Have you?
I
Have
don't-
you
I
ridden
have,
horse?
yeah, once
Yep.
before.
I
yeah.
don't know. I feel like I have. I've rid a donkey.
We can ask.
I've ridden-
Tanya.
That's nearly. I think that counts.
Yeah, I
sort
rid a
of.
camel.
Yeah.
Has he ridden a horse?
I don't
Oh,
know
no.
if I've ridden a horse. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what? My biggest fear of a horse, right? And I think this is maybe I haven't ridden a horse. Is a Superman.
Superman.
Yeah,
I
you've
think
been
as a
different
young
about,
kid, you know,
what was his name?
Chris Reeves.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
in there.
Yeah,
yes,
that was
yes.
always in my fear
Yeah.
because he'd come off a horse, and
Yeah.
I think
was
as a
thinking
kid I
something
remember
else
what,
then.
Yes.
not watching it, but
Yeah.
remembering that, and I
I
think
do
that put
actually,
the
yes.
fear.
Yeah,
What
fear
did
of
you-
God into
Yeah.
you.
What did you think?
I
I
thought
don't
you-
stop people from riding horses. I think I haven't. I don't know if I have or I haven't.
I think we need to get you on one.
I thought you meant like
And if
doing
I
a
fall
Superman
off
trick
and-
on a horse. Like, I didn't know what you meant when you meant Superman then. I was
Oh.
I pictured Danny doing like a Superman.
Standing
move.
on the horse,
I was like,
yeah,
you're
got
not
ya.
supposed to ride a
You're not
horse
supposed
like
to wear a
that.
cape when you
Yeah.
ride one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are huge.
Yeah.
They're big animals.
They're
and
big
that was
creatures, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
500
that-
or 600 kilos.
Yeah.
They can go at about 50, 60 k's an hour if they get going.
Can they?
Yeah. They put a camera on a racehorse not long ago and got the speed out of them as they were racing around. Yeah. No.
So at your event, you say the dates again, just so we can make sure.
So
everybody
from the
knows
30th of May on the long weekend there in May, June, we're running a 3-day event that involves, this time it'll involve official competition, which is 1.5 and above. So the classes will go from 1.5 right up to 1.40, 45 over the weekend. Most of the international competitions you see these days, they're running at 150, 160, which is just over 6 foot there, and about 180
6
wide.
foot. They got to jump.
Yep, they're pretty good.
That's
Wow.
taller than me.
Yeah. So, and of course, you're
By 3
it's the
feet.
only sport where you're working.
Did you say
What was that?
that's
Well
not
over
hard?
you.
That's about 3 feet.
yeah. Yeah, my partner rides at that level, and he said when he used to walk in and it was over his eyebrows, he knew it was getting pretty big. Yeah.
Have you always been into horses?
I have from little, yeah. They tend to be, I think horses are especially when you ride in these sorts of competitive things or you're quite involved, passionate-wise, it's a bit in your blood, I think.
I've heard there's a connection, like with the horse and the person. No jokes aside, there's a real connection. Is that
I really believe there is. Because at the end of the day, if they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And, Sean always talks about, when he's had really good horses, he had a horse he sold to Vicky Roycroft that went on to jump in the Olympics. And, he just said, when you have a horse that you think I'm going to go right and I'm going to jump that like this, and it just does it on automatic, and you're like a team.
Wow.
That's their moments that they're just a little bit outside the box. And then you can do lots of other things. As I've done clicker training and various things, and they're just quite involved. They like their licorice. We feed them. They get licorice when they're finished.
Well, licorice all sorts, like the black.
The black licorice. They love that. Yeah.
What's your on that? I hate it. I hate licorice.
I love licorice.
I'm not a fan.
I used to have it at the canteen at school. It was dead cheap,
Oh, the straps.
Yeah. I couldn't afford an 80-cent cheesy, but I could get a licorice for 30, 40 cents.
Yeah. Didn't you love the old cheese toasty at the canteen? That was a crowd favourite.
God, he's gone.
Sorry.
But what about the colours of horses? Because is there still a pristine, or is that just in movies? So like a white horse is considered like almost like a, not like a Pegasus, but like a white horse is considered like
a unicorn.
Yeah.
Look, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colours and breeds and creeds. There's probably no set colour. We're seeing more, the patterned colours of brown and white and black and white coming through in show jump breeding now, because obviously they're pretty to look at, and you want them to have talent at the same time. Sean's always one for a plain bay with no white, because then you don't have to wash it. Anything that's grey or white usually gets covered in purple shampoo pretty heavily and washed quite stringently before show. Sean and I don't specialise. We pretend to be helpless, and then other people are like, we'll do it for you, and we're like, yeah, no worries.
Go for it. But is there more, say, brown or white or black horses out there?
Yeah, look, I think brown chestnut, which is the orange colour, grey, and greys come in various colours. They go from like a dirty coloured grey or steel grey right through to a white. So we've just bred a foal, actually. She's out here and she's going grey. She was born chestnut. She's going grey now, and she'll probably end up white because her stallion's white.
Oh, wow.
And then bays, so that's your nice browns. You get various bays, red, brown, black, brown, like nearly black. Jet black's a bit hard. Jet black's a little bit rarer, but you see it a lot more in Friesians and things like that. But there is a few real, genuine black horses.
Is it hard to get into? Riding horses and jumps and...
I don't think it's hard to get into. It's probably, got to be honest, probably expensive to get into. You've got to be fairly dedicated, but like anything, it's like any sport, you've got to commit yourself to training. Because you got to keep in mind the horse itself is an athlete and you're an athlete.
Well, you got that connection too. You want to make sure that they're healthy and they're happy.
Yeah. And that seems to be the more modern way of going with training these days. The old ways of training was probably tended to be a bit of, you're going to do it. That was the cowboy Western way. And, and the olden days, because they were a bit more considered, not pets so much, they were considered the work animal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they've been around for a very long time. And I mean, how long does a horse live for?
Look, adult horse, the bigger horse, probably up to 30 years. And your ponies can go up and over 30 years. So it is actually a large commitment. And obviously they require a bit of space. I think each horse needs 2.5 acres or something.
Yeah, I was going to say
you can't. Intense feeding or 5 acres,
So on a day, so when you have a horse, what's the standard day looking like to have a horse as part of your family?
Look, standard day, we feed ours twice a day, so they're fed morning and night. We tend to run 24/7 hay. We like to have their stomachs full. There's a lot of advice around ulcers and that these days, because they're by nature a grazing animal. When you keep them in intense boxes and things like that they can be a bit susceptible to ulcers. So that's another new veterinary and a new science that everybody's looking at these days, because if you've ever had an ulcer from drinking too much beer or something like that, it's not very nice. So you need more beer to reduce stress.
Reduce the stress.
Ah, get it.
So they say,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
People go
and
in the
then-
hospital to get rid of ulcers in
Yeah.
the stomach.
Yeah.
I had
Where
like
they
a
could just
I
go
had a,
get more beer.
More
I had
beer.
a worm once, like is it
The
what-
tequila worm or the
no,
worm?
like I don't know if it's like a tapeworm or I don't know what it's called. No, years ago,
You had
it's a
worms?
true story.
They
Yeah.
were not
no,
through.
not that.
You can
Ye-
get them through pig meat and stuff. You can get
Yeah,
those sorts of
years
worms
ago,
through. Yeah.
I was just eating like a lot, like not just like get me 2 quarter pounder meals. Like I went out for dinner and I ate a whole meal and I was starving, and I ate more and more.
It was your worm.
And they reckon, I had
They
some.
eat it.
Did you
Yeah.
name
They
it?
reckon I had a bloody worm in
You're
there. Or
feeding
something.
a worm.
That,
Did you name
that
it?
wasn't like concrete evidence that I named it. They just
Barry, my worm.
the GP just gave me some tablets,
Yeah.
and it was gone.
It wasn't the chocolate.
But that's what he reckons it
Combantrin.
was. He reckons there was a bloody worm in there or something.
Yeah.
Because you imagine eating a full meal, like a big meal, and then going, "I'll have your meal." Like
Yours
I
and
was
yours.
starving.
Yeah.
Because
So
someone was
horses,
eating.
how many
yeah.
horses do you have at Tyrooki Castlemore?
Look, at the moment, anywhere between like 15 and 18 with broodmares,
What horses?
foals,
15, 18
riding.
horses?
Yeah, gisters. We've got a couple of gisters, but yeah, about 15 to 18. But I've got 3 young horses we've bred. We've got 3 horses that we call our performance horses, so they're currently competing every year now. I've got a couple of broodmares. One's pregnant, she's due in November, and one we've just had. And then people that rent from us, so they've got theirs as well. So
And what's the difference between the race and the jumping horses?
Not jumble horse.
Yeah.
So your race horses generally they're bred thoroughbreds and standard breds. So thoroughbreds for flat racing, galloping, and standard breds for trotting. They've got the cart behind them. So they're bred primarily for speed. So they are, however, great multi-purpose horses, generally considered great eventers. So eventers do cross-country jumping and dressage. So equestrian has lots of different disciplines in it.
So what's your view? Not to get too political, because obviously what your horses are doing.
Yeah.
You know, they live a long time. They're the show
Yes.
jumpers, and then the other horses are running until
Yeah, so
they've done their bit, and then
yeah, they have great programs, and obviously welfare's a massive issue with
is it
horses.
better now than what it was?
Heaps
Yeah.
better, and racing in general has their after racing programs now. So they assess horses to see if they're suitable, and then they educate them and put them into homes. So thoroughbreds have got they've got a great temperament often, and they can go into a second job, which is jumping, dressage or eventing. Specifically for show jumping, when you're talking about a specific show jumping horse, it's called a warm blood, which is actually the cross between a hot blood and a cold blood. So
Oh wow.
way back when, they put a thoroughbred over like a cart horse and then sort of kept bringing it back through. And primarily now the breeding is that really specified now, and Germans have been doing it for years, and the Europeans. So these horses are literally bred to jump. They've got that.
Yeah.
Wow,
that-
cool.
And then obviously you have horses bred for dressage, which is when they do the
I've
dance,
seen
the
that on the
dancing in
Olympics.
the
I've
sand.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one I found tricky to watch, I must admit.
I think.
But amazing to watch at the same time, that you could get a horse
Yeah.
to do, to just
Yeah.
walk and then
Yeah.
trot and run. That was pretty unreal.
The high-end dressage, like any sport, I think is really good to watch. And I think if you ever want to watch dressage, wait for the freestyle, because they do it to music. And
Yes.
yeah, that's
that
quite
was
interesting
cool.
to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had, yeah. You're always going to hear AC/DC, I swear.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
AC/DC must royalties.
The royalties
Yeah.
comes.
Royalties, they've
Yeah.
just got, they're in everything. They're in everything. But I always remember, you go.
No, I was going to say we could move on to tips soon. Bruce's tips or Tanya's tips. But what's your question, mate?
Yeah, I was just going to talk about Never Ending Story, to be honest.
He was going to go.
The
I was gonna
Arab,
go,
yes, he lost his
wow.
horse.
Yeah,
You
that's
would've
another
cried over
reason I
that.
probably haven't ridden a horse.
You would
I'm
have
looking
cried over
like
that one.
all this horse trauma in my life.
Superman and
Yeah,
Never Ending
Superman
Story.
and Never Ending Story. You know what I'm talking about, don't
Yeah, I
you?
do. Yeah, the white horse that
Yeah,
sings.
I
in
still
the
can't watch
It's
that
sad.
without
It's very
tearing up.
sad. Yeah.
So I do feel a bit human. I watched a lot of shows lately, like Kangaroo Island, and didn't cry. But that one with the horse and Trey,
Bit of a tearjerker.
Yeah.
that
True.
is
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
still traumatic.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That is unbelievable.
So,
But yeah,
we do a little
Bruce's
segment in here. We
tips.
do Bruce's tips
Will be
or Tanya's
Tanya's tips. Be
Tanya's
Tanya's
tips.
And
tips.
so it's
Tanya.
just a tip out to the world, something that you'd give to, and it could be about what you do at Tyrooki Castlemore, or it could be just a life tip. It could be
Oh.
anything at all.
Well, but more importantly, if you were to turn up at Moore River Brewing
Oh,
your
What would be
beer?
the tips?
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, my tip would have to be the hazy all day long.
Hazy.
Yeah.
I'm going out next.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Tanya,
going- I'm
I
going
think
for that.
the hazy.
The hazy.
The hazy. Oh, and another
And
tip.
stay
Can I do
at-
two?
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
as many as you want.
Yeah, if you order the steak sandwich,
Oh,
make sure you're hungry,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
or you have a friend.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you got a worm.
Or a worm.
Or you got a worm.
Bring
Or
your
you got a
worm.
Bring your worm. Bring your worm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring your worm to work day.
Bring your worm to
worm
work.
to
Bring
work
your
day.
Yeah.
Hey, we got it. We got that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Where would you stay? Would you stay at your Airbnb?
Yeah, we've
And
got
then you
our
could-
we've got our Airbnbs over there. You got that through booking.com and
Lovebooking.com.
yeah.
Well, we're always up here every year, aren't we?
And we did try and look
Once a
at
year, we always
staying
come
up
up
at
here, don't
Moore
we?
River, but
Yeah.
we just can't get in unless you want to camp. And
camp.
I don't
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah, no, it's booked out.
Camp teams and shops.
I know we have, but I like chalets and shit.
Yeah, it's hard to book.
Yeah, same. I'm the same.
You know what? I camp for my family, for my kids.
Oh, he's saying that because there's
Yeah.
Tanya's here.
No, I do it for the
Only
kids.
because she's driving you home.
I had a
later.
camp at Cervantes, right? But I want a proper bed. I want a bed off the ground. I want
You want a bed
to
for
always
your
wake
worms.
up with like a neck injury, you know? And it's got to be a pool, and it's got to be amenities.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have another thing that we do on our podcast as well, where if you could have anybody, you're part of the podcast now.
Got to be
You're-
alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta
You're
be
part
alive.
of the 4 Beers In right now.
Right.
And so if you could choose anybody to be on the podcast, anybody
Through that door.
alive in the world, who would you choose? Or who
To
could
walk
you
through
choose?
those doors like that lady has now.
So walk
to
through
come
the
through
Moore
those
River
doors.
Brewing.
I'm going to be really controversial, guys.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Albus Leasy.
Oh, Albanese.
He's got a bit to answer for, eh?
Yeah.
I reckon you guys
Wow.
could
Yeah.
The Prime Minister on 4 Beers In.
Yeah.
So
Imagine we got that gig.
we'll put it out there. If the Secret Service could allow us, does he have a Secret Service? I don't know. But if Albanese,
You
wants to
couldn't get
come
near
on,
him. I bet you'd have so much security.
he likes beer. I've seen him have a beer on a few things.
Yeah.
He might want a beer. He got booed out the other day, so he might be a bit stressed. He might have an ulcer and a tapeworm
Yeah, he
after
might.
everything that's going on.
Double whammy.
Double whammy. It could do with some Combantrin
So all right, so we need to get Albanese on the podcast.
on the
yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Albanese.
Cool. Well,
We could do that.
We've never had that one, actually.
No,
have
we haven't
Have
had
ever
He
had
is,
Politicians,
no,
no.
that's the
We've
first
never
time. No, we get Trump a lot.
Trump.
Yeah, we
I reckon
do
every
get Trump.
third person, if they don't ask for Trump on, they mention him.
Yeah. Well, if you're in a good mood, we could go with Pauline. But if you
Oh.
wanna
You
hammer
know
someone,
what? We could
you
get.
gotta go
I reckon we could
Pauline.
get Pauline. We must know someone who knows Pauline.
She's got my vote this year.
I reckon we could.
I reckon we could. She'd be great on actually.
Yeah.
We'll do it. At
Well,
the fish
yeah,
and
I think
chip
no, as a
I think you should.
yeah, as a conversation debate
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Put
you
some
need
fish
to
and
get her
chips on the
Fish and
table.
chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring her out here, fish and chips and a hazy.
Yeah, she'd be
There we
there.
go. Yeah, all right.
I'll send her a message. I'll go fish and chips and a
Albanese.
hazy on us.
Moore
Albanese
River Brewing.
and Pauline Hanson
Albanese,
at Moore River
Pauline
Brewing
Yeah.
Hanson.
for a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
putting it
one
out
at
there.
one at
Debate.
one end. You've
Yeah.
got enough room. They
Yeah.
shouldn't
Yeah.
be able to hit each
And-
other
Yeah.
from here.
No,
Yeah.
they might be able to throw stuff at each
Two
other.
birds with one stone. Do it
Yeah.
on Hug a Ginger Day, and then we got
Hug
her.
a ginger.
And we got her. We got her. Got her
That's
here.
true. That is
Have you
true.
hugged a ginger yet?
I did. I got it on our socials. Remember that redhead who just fucking hugging me in that?
Your Tanya has
I-
just
I-
given you a
yeah.
look just there.
I didn't say that, Tanya. I thought if you look at I thought you didn't kiss me.
What, your Tanya? Your Tanya
No,
wanna kiss you?
the ginger girl. But I said this is for work. It's Hug a Ginger Day. You got to put
For work.
boundaries. Boundaries.
I don't know if there's boundaries on Hug a Ginger Day.
No, consent.
You're gonna
You've got
have
to
to
ask
wear it.
consent
Ask
before you
consent.
hug it. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
You've
long
got to
as you
ask
get
consent before you start giving CPR too.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
How do you do that? If
If
they're
they're-
unconscious, that's their consent.
If they're unconscious, it's
That's their
implied
consent,
but
yeah.
you do actually have to ask consent before you touch anybody to do first aid or
What'd you
anything
say?
these days.
Hey babe, I'm
Hey
about to
babe,
do
I'm
CPR.
about to fix your ankle.
Well, hey Bruce.
I
Hey
always-
Bruce, my lips, don't worry. They're dry as a bloody. I'm coming in.
I always want to see Danny in a medical scenario just
Oh,
to go
I
after him.
hate
Hey,
it.
Bruce.
I'm a first aid. Like I've done all that stuff, but you hope you're never in that situation.
I hope not.
Like,
No. We've got a
touch
great
teeth,
team
as a
out
Czech
here.
Say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we're-
heard that?
Touch
I have
teeth.
heard of that.
Yeah, so the Czechs say instead of touch wood, the teeth say the teeth.
Oh,
the
for
Czechs
luck.
say touch teeth because it's more. It's you don't always got wood around you, do you? So teeth, you
So it's been a
teeth.
pleasure to
Yeah.
have you on the show,
Yeah.
Naomi, and it's brilliant. So we just want to do a final shout out to Tyrooki Castlemore.
No worries. Thanks
Yeah.
very much,
And,
boys.
so you have
Yeah.
bloody
And next
breakfast.
time you hear from us, we
Yeah.
would have ridden a horse.
Yes. I want you to talk
Will you
to
ride with me?
Pauline
Will
and
you ride on the
and
back?
Albanese.
Albus Leasy.
Absolutely. And on May 30th for the long weekend,
We've got
everyone
our
needs
winter
to come
festival.
up here.
That
We
means
have
we've got to
winter
get this
festival.
episode
Go and
out
have a look.
pronto.
Pronto. Yeah.
No
Pronto.
worries. Well, thank you.
Right.
Football
Football
is
is in.